Hey y'all, it's Day. So I'm gonna be doing a reading for us today. Very much looking forward to this reading. Usually I will be able to show you guys my deck, but I just have this satchel that I believe I ordered it on Etsy a couple of years ago. Well, it's probably been several years ago since now, but like I love this little satchel. I would love to have more of these, but sometimes it's really cool to have the actual name of the decks. But I believe this one was just created based off of the traditional tarot. But this is the vibe. They kind of have like a little tint, but I mean, you guys will see. So today I'm going to be doing a short form reading for you guys. Very much looking forward to this message. I'm literally so excited. I had just ordered something today that's attached to a product that I'm going to be presenting to you guys in due time. So I'm just really excited about the creative process regarding it, and it's about to be lit. Like literally the next 5 months is about to be so lit for me. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to be doing a hot take, which is a short form service that I provide for those of my members or my clients that are looking for short and direct to the point messages. So it is 10 minutes long. And if you're interested in booking a private reading, I will leave in the comment section below the link to my website. So check me out. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Angels, guides, ancestors, God, source, and benevolent energies that stand in truth and love. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the guidance. Thank you for the protection. Please continue to guide and protect us as we walk our path. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Very interesting. Okay, let's see. So I'm hearing the word nostalgic. So on the top left of the spread, we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles can represent someone having planted a seed and is impatiently sometimes waiting for it to fully ripen or fully grow. Let's see. It's a very interesting energy. So I'm not getting any type of negative connotation with this. It's just like, okay, I am hearing the word ripening. So someone has planted something, someone has put time, energy, effort into it. I'm hearing articulated or articulating. Like someone has, for example, if it's a writing, it's a poem or a novel or a book, someone has fully developed to the point where they have the foundation for whatever they have created. The foundation is good. They've worked over it. They've analyzed it. They've built it up, and they have even gotten to the point, I'm hearing, perfected. They have mastered it. They have perfected it, and they've been putting like the little bells and whistles on top of whatever this creative project, this skill, this talent. And it's this beautiful energy of kind of like, you know, when you put the star on top of the Christmas tree, or you put that last ornament on the Christmas tree and then you stand back and admire it. I do see, I'm also getting you've seen maybe a tailor or someone that is doing the final touches on a dress. They're just fluffing it out, they're straightening it out even more. So it's like someone has built something and mastered something to perfection, and right now they're just enjoying making things pretty, even more pretty. Like they're just enjoying like perfecting it, straightening this out. Like, they're very happy, they're very satisfied with it. So I love that with the Seven of Pentacles. For whoever this message is for, there's definitely this energy of having mastered something. And then in addition to that, there's also this energy of say you've created something or you mastered something, but you don't necessarily have the audience yet, or you don't necessarily have you don't necessarily have that booking yet. So I was getting a reference to a platform or a stage. So maybe you've perfected your singing skills, but you haven't just met someone that is willing to take you on and invite you to come on stage and truly perform, where you're actually getting paid for it. There's some kind of energy of someone's developed something, perfected something. It has a beautiful structure. I'm literally seeing one of those wedding cakes, one of those beautiful wedding cakes. You know how it's cylinder and then it's stacked, and so the icing's on there. Everything is just glorious. And so someone has perfected, let's say, this cake, and they've put so much time, energy, and effort into it, but they don't necessarily, maybe they do have people buying their cakes and things, but there's this energy of, as far as their personal perspective, maybe they want to be recognized on a high-end scale, or they want to be recognized or have their work, their craft, their product on a certain platform of some sort, or want to be working on a more industrious level. There's something about that. So with accompanying the fact that spiritual team is coming through to acknowledge that this person has perfected this craft, there is this kind of feeling of waiting, like waiting for your audience. And I'm hearing waiting for the drum roll. They're waiting for their opportunity to really show out. They're waiting for their opportunity. And then I'm hearing the word audition. Someone has perfected their style, their dance, their critique, their embodiment. And with the Seven of Pentacles, it's personal, it's tailored to them, it's their style, it's unique, no one else has it, and they're just kind of waiting to be seen on a grander scale. On top of this Seven of Pentacles, what? Yo, I'm not even playing with you guys. Look at this. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. The World card came in on top. I'm hearing in due time, and the Hierophant. Quit playing. So spiritual team is coming through very clearly to say ordained, like this you, like that's you. So however you feel about yourself regarding what you have built, put time, energy, and effort into as it relates to your craft, your brand, your creativity, your passion, yes, you really that. And there's a level of authority and knowingness that you have. It's like you're already crowned in the spiritual realm. That's the energy. And that's why it's so important to really pour into yourself, because it's a concept that could be either really hard for people to grasp or really hard for them to hold on to that knowing and that self-belief. Because I see spiritual team is their spiritual team, whoever this message is for, is so proud of them. It's like, as far as they're concerned, you're it and you've done it. You've performed. And it's kind of that energy of how important it is to be willing to put the time, energy, and effort in yourself when nobody's looking. Some people can't do that. Some people can't sit alone or be alone, or they can't, it's hard for them to really sit in that energy of not being desired right now, or not being seen right now, not being acknowledged right now, not being seen for all they are right now. And with the Wheel of Fortune coming out, I was hearing in due time. So yeah, and I'm hearing the word latency, and I should know what that word means, but I don't. Latency. So we'll see later how this ties into the reading. But yeah, like, and then also I'm getting, it's divine timing. It's not anyone else's timing. It's divine timing. So yes, as far as spiritual teams concerned and their perspective, it's already done. You've already done it. Whatever this is that kind of it feels like very small right now, but it has the potential to kind of steal away someone's energy, mental energy, and be a little bit distracting, feeling like they're waiting for a drum roll, an audience, an applause, acknowledgement, waiting for an opportunity to be on a platform. It's like spiritual team is like, no, 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 continue. Like, you've done so good, you come so far, the hard part is already over. Let's keep that. It's definitely giving me that energy, you know, in the music industry, where a lot of music artists that are independent pride themselves on being independent, as well as how others who did sign with labels may talk about, you know, kind of the cons of being a part of a label. There is definitely this energy, reference, acknowledgement of, yeah, being a part of a platform or someone else sharing their spotlight with you and helping putting you on definitely does have some benefits. But the way that it's coming through for this particular reading, for this person, whoever this message is for, is kind of like the spiritual team is definitely encouraging them to continue to be independent, and to, even though it's kind of fun to think about, you know, what if I had this brand, or this brand sponsored me or picked me up, something like that. It's nice, it's entertaining, but spiritual team is saying that it's a distraction, and I'm hearing the word minute. So spiritual team is saying that for whoever this message is, stay the path, which is crazy, you guys. Oh my gosh. What? And also, I'm so confused because so far I've doing this reading, I've talked about 3 cards, and all of this came out for 3 cards. And I was intending on doing a 10-minute read, so I have all these other cards left, and I'm like, do I want to continue? I do. I want to finish the message. So I guess we'll just do a longer reading. What? Okay, so on the right of the spread, we have the 6 of Pentacles coming out in reverse. Very interesting. We have the High Priestess. So we have the Hierophant coming out, representing whoever this message is for. And spiritual team is saying, like, you're ordained. This is kind of like a standalone project. We understand, and I'm hearing the word limiting. We understand that you have these ideas that you see yourself on this platform or doing this. However, that is limiting. You're much more sovereign, independent in regards to this matter. But then the High Priestess coming out too. Very interesting. I'm hearing ordained again. And whoever this message for, spiritual team is encouraging them to continue to pay attention to their emotional body. Something about whoever this message is for, emotional body, has greater insight and helps you to harness the ability to maintain focus and self-possession. And there's a reference to intuition as well. So yeah, there is this reference to intuition, and the way that it's coming through is like in the face of opportunities, obligations, and interactions as it pertains to your work or your craft, your passion, whatever this thing is that you have built and crafted for yourself. So this is the energy of not falling victim to being entrapped or falling for partnerships, business partnerships that are not truly beneficial. Ooh. And I don't like that feeling. There's this feeling of like, I could have did this on my own, but it feels like in the future. It feels like I should have done this on my own. And spiritual team is coming through to say that for whoever that message is for. It's related to your third eye and your energy body, that you would have grounded foresight regarding which partnerships and collaborations would have been beneficial for you. And then I'm also getting the eyes gleaming, like, you know, when you see something, you're like, you're just like, oh my God, like heart emoji eyes. And then I'm getting a reference to, it's like giving me commercialized. I was also I'm hearing the word Prada. I was seeing purses, and it's just giving the energy of a brand. So someone wants to be commercialized. Someone wants to be in a store. They want their things to be in a store, and spiritual team is not necessarily opposed to that, as long as the store, you own the store. It's kind of like they don't want you to put your purses in a store, because something, I'm hearing the word harvested, something about the proceeds, something about your creative authority, maybe compromise your creativity, your money, the distribution or something like that. So and I'm hearing do it alone. So yeah, someone's making their own purses. Love that for you. That's so cute. That's so cute. I'm getting the energy of whoever's purses or something that they're designing, and spiritual team is giving me like, it's so unique, it's so something. And spiritual team is like, sell it on your own, sell it by yourself, maintain full rights. And with the Six of Pentacles coming out in reverse, they're saying like something about this will leave a bad taste in your mouth, make you feel dissatisfied. And then the High Priestess came out next. It was like, you have full authority, maintain your sovereignty and your intuition. And then next to that High Priestess, we have the Two of Cups, partnership. So again, I want to make it clear, it's not that your spiritual team is saying don't collaborate at all. Don't have your product in a store at all or something like that, but they're saying that just, if it's going to compromise your art, if it's going to compromise your what is it called, creative freedom, if it's going to compromise your money long term, make sure that your third eye is grounded and your emotional body is grounded, so that when you come across, when you're presented, you're not, I'm getting like this eye candy type of thing where you could think like, ooh, this is a good opportunity, like why would I pass this up? But then it's somewhere down the line, it's just really not aligned. And then we had the Strength card coming out as well. So yes, it definitely is giving that energy of like, you might go back and forth with yourself. Because you're like, this is an opportunity I cannot pass up. Who said that? Like, who said that? And there's this energy of kind of like, expanded awareness. It's just kind of like the high priestess. You can't pull the wool over your eyes. Spiritual team wants you to do whatever it is that you need to do to get you in a mental, spiritual, energetic space where like the wool cannot be pulled over your eyes, even if something shiny, sparkly, and gleaming is staring you down. That's the energy. So with the strength card coming out, something about this will require strength, but you will be able to recognize this when you're presented with this, because in your gut it's going to feel kind of like, ugh. It will make you feel like you're compromising something, like, ugh, do I want to pass up on this $150,000 deal? Like, ugh, like, is this would I be dumb not to take advantage of this? Like, ugh. So that's exactly why the Seven of Pentacles came out, you guys. Like, do you guys hear me? Like, let me know if you guys are there. Like, am I on the call by myself? Like, that's the energy. And so, like I said, at the beginning, we had the Seven of Pentacles. You've built all this. And then we had the Wheel of Fortune on spiritual teams, on divine time, on divine timing. Like, it's not going to look like that. It's going to be like this. That type of energy. We have expectations. We have fantasies about what something is going to look like and what something should be experienced like. Again, I was getting like glamour. Like, think of glamour and how it could be a little superficial. And spiritual team has been coming through this year in several messages, or one message in particular that was called, spiritual team said, let's do status but do it differently, or something, or let's do luxury but do it differently. And so sometimes in the spiritual community, we can kind of like minimize or undermine material things, which I think we're kind of past anyway, but it's kind of like the energy of demonizing someone because they have luxury things, or they have wealth and things like that. And there's this energy of spiritual team is like, you can have both, but they're always going to require substance with it. And that's why in that reading was titled let's do status, but spiritual team said let's do status but let's do it differently, or something like that. So it's like, you can still have luxury and be spiritual. You can still have loads of money and be grounded and be humble and be all. So yeah, I love that. Oh my gosh. Okay. So towards the bottom left of the spread, we have the Devil card coming out in reverse. Love that for you. And I'm hearing the word anchored accompanying the Devil card. So spiritual team is saying, usually when I'm doing these readings, I'm seeing that there is an inclination that someone may kind of falter or go the wrong way. But spiritual team is saying that for whoever this message is for, they're actually leaning towards doing the right thing. So you're coming through as solid, and you have the time, energy, and effort that you have already put into building yourself, your craft, your passion, whatever this is, with the Seven of Pentacles. Obviously, to have done that, to have built it to the masterful level that it has, obviously to the point where you will be presented with an opportunity where someone does want you to be on their stage, or wants to sponsor you, or wants to have your purses in their store. It speaks volume of the craft that you have. And spiritual team is saying, for that very fact alone, they're encouraging whoever this message is for to hold on to that, to maintain their creative freedom, their right, all the rights regarding whatever it is that you've created. And earlier in the reading, we were talking about the struggle that some people have of maintaining momentum in regards to pouring into themselves and their crafts, to be self-focused, to be self-possessed, to own themselves, to walk with authority, and not being swayed because there's a part of them that still needs validation. And earlier in the reading, it was coming through very clearly. Spiritual team was saying that obviously to get this far, you had to have some level of this strength that is going to be asked for you to maintain, because not everybody can work on themselves alone without applause. And they're coming through to say that with the devil card in reverse, that you're more inclined to stand your ground, to maintain your truth, to choose to value yourself over this feeling of, ooh, am I missing out on this opportunity? Yeah, so that is great. I usually get the opposite. Like, I do see here that you may be more inclined to kind of like go with it, so to be mindful of that. So I love that for you, but there's still a need to be aware of it, which is why what this high priestess was talking about earlier. So again, the message that's coming through very clearly is to, whatever it is that helps you to maintain your sovereignty so that the wool cannot be pulled over your eyes, definitely make sure that you're doing that. And that all comes up to integrity, delayed gratification, self-discipline. And that type of self-discipline energy is coming through the high priestess, for whoever this message is for, through their third eye, their intuition and their knowing. So ground your knowing, ground your intuition in regards to your fantasies regarding your craft, your talent, your skill, your passions, because we're going to need them, because others see your light. Others see your light. Others are seeing not you, but the work that you have created. That's powerful, bro. Others are going to be recognizing not you, but the product that you have created. They won't necessarily call it divine, but like I said in the description that came earlier, the wedding cake that's stacked so beautifully. I mean, the cake tastes good. I mean, the texture is great. I mean, the icing. I mean, the way that they shape the icing. I mean, it's just like, it's so eye attracting. And that's why I was getting also the eyes for whoever this message is for, looking at their fantasy like this, but also other people looking at your craft like heart eyes, like, oh my God. And people won't necessarily associate it or say it like this is divine, but they're gonna be like, you can't get this anywhere else. I'm seeing this very unique designed purse, and it's just like, you cannot get this anywhere. And someone may be always wanted their design. They always wanted to be as big as Prada and Chanel. I don't know, all the purses, the Birkins or something like someone always like had that something about a fantasy in their head, and so they would love to see their bag right beside the Prada, the Birkin, the whatever luxury item, whatever luxury service, whether it's a car, I don't care, whatever it is, service, product, performance, talent, passion, whatever it is, they kind of like, they had their own ideal of what they've seen already, and they would like to see that standing next to them. Maybe you want to perform with Beyonce, but spiritual team is coming through to say, that you're looking at, say for example, no shade, you want to work with Beyonce, but spiritual team is saying that something about you in the development of your craft, passion, talent is like above that. And so I'm getting also like, you seen that, think bigger bitch, like spiritual team is like kind of like saying that, like, think bigger bitch. And it's not even that you have to think bigger or you have to think of some grand plan. It's going to come to you naturally because you've already done the work. When you are doing and have developed the skills and the ability to build your craft to the level that whoever this message is for has, what, Cheeto? It's like you have something that nobody else has, and it's divine. So again, back to what I was trying to say. Others may not necessarily say like, "Oh my God, this purse, this cake, this product is divine," but it's like the quality that it has. It's like, where did you get that from? You got it from your spiritual team. You got it from the spirit of beating on your craft. You like, you got it from self-devotion and committing to your vision, to your dreams, or whatever it was for you. It might not be that deep for you, or it might not have been the reason that you did it, but maybe you did it out of self-love. Maybe you did it out of after a breakup. Maybe you did it because it was just the idea that you had in your head and you stuck with it and you seen it through. Whatever it is, and I'm hearing the word champion, whatever it was, it's like, it's really divine because you stayed true to the craft. And I love that for you. Like, wow, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. So then also I'm getting a reference to Kendrick Lamar. So it's kind of like his overall message after the beef was like, when he accepted his awards, was like, he was like, he said something about just respect the craft, just respect the where it came from and what it is, like just respect. That's all he cared about. Like that was the whole energy as to why he even came so hard, because he felt like Drake was not respecting the craft and the culture, and he felt like that was important. And so spiritual team is coming through to say like, you respected the craft, the culture, you put in the time, energy, and effort, and it's just like this soul thing, it came through you. So wow. And that has a quality. No matter what you're making, that has a quality because you did it from a real place. That's the message. Wow. So spiritual team is saying that although compromising opportunities will come and present themselves and you may be tempted, you are looking good as far as maintaining your integrity and self-worth and self-value. And so as long as we are maintaining and cleansing our third eye, we will continue to be fit. There's this energy, a reference to being fit. So even if this is difficult for whoever this message is for, it's kind of like doing an 8-mile run. It's not a matter of if you're going to finish. You will finish. It's a matter of your personal experience in finishing it. So someone who has been putting in the work and true preparation for this 8-mile run, they will have a easier, more smooth journey in completing this 8-mile run, as opposed to someone that maybe hasn't put in the right effort, discipline, structure. They will still finish, but it'll feel more jagged. Like, when you're running and you're just like struggling, like you running, like, but it's just like, it's kind of painstaking. But for someone who is fit, they know how to pace themselves. They know how to kick it in. They have energy to kick it in at the end of the race. I remember in high school, I had started running the 800, which is 2 laps around the track, but I was used to doing just a 400, one lap around. And so this one race, I started off so strong, and then by the second lap I fell behind, and I was just like almost at the end of everyone else because I started off too strong. For whoever this message is for, spiritual team is saying that you have great chances of starting off strong but starting off stable, and that's exactly why the first card that came out was the 7 of Pentacles. If you've gardened or grown anything, you know that you can't rush the process, that you have to allow the process. You have to allow for the process. And that's exactly why the Wheel of Fortune came out. The Wheel of Fortune, because they were saying divine timing, divine's way. So anyways, child. So moving forward, on the left of this Devil card, which came out in reverse, we have the King of Swords, which also came out in reverse. And I'm hearing the word dignity. Dignity is going to be very important. And it's kind of going back to this need for validation. So spiritual team is not saying that whoever this message is for needs validation. If they do have it, it's minuscule. So out of 100%, it's like 10% of need for validation. And spiritual team is coming through to say extinguish it. Extinguish it. You've done so much. And it's very interesting because you may have seen Will Smith was talking about his son Jaden being a B student or something, and he was saying that people think that the difference between a B student and an A student is like that 10% difference, but it's not. It's actually bigger than that, because I don't know, I'm not sure if I know completely how to explain it, but that difference, we'll look at it like, oh, it's just 10 points, but it's in the work that is unseen. It's in the everyday where those last 10 points come in. It's in the integrity, and those have the most weight. So I hope that you get that, because that was like it's kind of abstract, but wow. So with the King of Swords, we have integrity. Spiritual team is like, you're already looking so good, but even tighten up even more. And I'm like, ooh, tighten up even more. Like, spiritual team is really, I won't say that they're requiring a lot out of us, but it's definitely giving that really good coach, because there are really bad coaches. That really good coach that truly sees the potential in you, and they're willing to work through the tweaks and knobs with you. Like, you're doing good, but they're gonna critique you here and there, and it's just that 10%, and the 10% is massive, heavy. It's not undoable. It's not necessarily hard. It's just a integrity piece. It's a discipline piece. It's a I'm hearing self-devotion piece. It's a self-love piece. It's a so it feels like a rebrushing over the very same hurdles that started you on the journey. So back to this concept of someone may have started this journey shortly after a breakup that devastated them, and that was a really hard hurdle to get over, but they did, and they've been progressing. They've done all this work. We talked about the cake, and they did this icing on the cake, and then there's this kind of like revisitation, kind of like a Mercury retrograde or a Venus retrograde, where that ex that you might not have try to have feelings for them, but your emotional body still has feelings for them, or you might still have a soft spot for them, but it's not necessarily reflecting or aligned with how you value yourself. Like, you've been doing so much work, and now something is being revisited, and it's giving it's giving that little, is speaking to that little kid in you. Like, I always wanted to have my product in the stores. I always wanted to be a part of Disney World. But it's kind of like, with what you know now, what you've learned, with the information that you now have, with the tools that you have now, something's not aligning. Like, I mean, I did have that dream to, collaborate with Disney World. Like, this is a dream come true. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Wow. So this is another reference to timeline shifting. So in this example, it's like, I always wanted to be a part of Disney, and now Disney is hitting you up and they're like, we want to collaborate with you. But it's like, you know too much now. What? You know too much now. What's another example? Someone wants you to be on the runway. Someone wants you to be a part of a fashion show, or someone wants someone's design, and you always seen your design on the runway, the outfits that you would make. You've always had that vision, but you know too much now. Something about what they're offering, something about the contract. Like I said, you will know this when you see it, when you experience it, because something about it compromises your integrity, your free thoughts, your creative freedom, your money. Something about us, like, ooh. So it's giving, like, if you ever watch Shark Tank, where people go and promote their money, it's like you have people that want to invest with you, but they own you for the next 10 years. Or maybe like one of the sharks, he always wants the royals. It's something, he always wants royalties. It's something like that. Like, do you want to be partnered with this person forever? Like, it's that type of energy. So it's just like, I would love, because they have so many resources that I don't have. They have so many stores that I don't have. They have so much access. I can get my product in so many stores. I could reach so many more people so much more faster. And going back to that question, am I crazy to not take this offer? Am I crazy to not, like, do this? And spiritual team is like, stay strong. This is hilarious. It's actually not funny, but it is kind of. Because, like I said, you want to work with Beyonce. You always want to be on stage with Beyonce. But spiritual team is like, hey, look over here. But it's like you hear it, but it's kind of like muffled, or it's kind of like real low. Like, hey, look over here. And I feel like some people are kind of like, they see it, but then they see the dream that they always had. I don't know. That's funny. Okay, I'm gonna finish this reading because, okay, towards the bottom right of the spread, we have the Magician. That's you and your craft. And then we have the Page of Cups. This is you, once again, being challenged with being self-focused. Spiritual team said earlier, zoom back in, like you do with the meditation. If you're meditating on anything, or you're trying to focus on anything, and your mind wanders, and you bring it right back, and then your mind wanders and bring it right back, and your mind wanders, discipline, bring it right back, until one day you're just able to hold it. Or over time, you notice that you're able to hold and maintain your attention longer and longer and longer. The more that you ignore the distractions, the stronger that you are. And that's why the High Priestess came out, and it's related to the third eye, the energy body, and disciplines. Self-advocacy is coming up, self-discipline, and delayed gratification serves your third eye and your energetic body well. And then remember, the High Priestess came out earlier in the reading as well. All the divinity is in you and your work. Others will be drawn to it. Also, I got a little bit sidetracked too from a part of the message. Is like when people see your work, they won't necessarily say it's divine, but they're going to recognize the light right away, and it's going to be very the word is very intriguing, very peculiar. Like it's like your art, your passion, your talent speaks. It's like, where did you get that from? It was cultivated through your spiritual work. That is your devotion to your craft. It was a collaboration with the divine. It's, yeah, it's special. And they're just like, it's so unique. I mean, it's so unique. And the child part of you is gonna be like, Disney thinks that my shit is unique, bro. Like, this is, and that's all that you need. Let it stop there. That you were acknowledged, and you know, okay, thanks for letting me know I'm onto something. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. That's the energy. But you know, as it stands, you know, I'm gonna need my independence. That's the energy. I'm hearing the word mediocrity. And there's a reference to like, your path is different. I have the 5 of coins in reverse. Your path is different. So yeah, it seems like spiritual team is putting your gift, talent, passion on a different pedestal. Completely different pedestal. And what makes it so conflicting and interesting at the same time is like, again, like, yes, this product was the standard. Let's say Cristal was the standard for like such a long time. It had its run or something like that. But your stuff, it's like, it's up there, but it's on a different pedestal. Like, you can't compare. It's different. It's in a lane of its own. That's the energy, guys. I hope that you guys enjoy. Bruh, if you're looking for your own personal reading, check out my website, Book With Me. I hope you guys enjoyed this, because like I said, this was supposed to be a hot take, which is a 10-minute reading. And I've been doing a series of those. Check those out. But this particular reading, a lot of cards did come out, and I was inclined to keep reading for you guys because I didn't want to separate it. And I was like, wait, is this for me? It's definitely for me, but this is a me-you reading. And love that for us. That's pretty much it, you guys. Bye.